Hi guys, it's your favorite wedding planner, Rachel Burt Garcia, owner of As You Wish Events, and today we're going to be talking about what's in my emergency kit. Okay guys, so today I'm just going to unearth everything that's in my emergency kit. I'm not going to talk about every single item because there's a lot in here, but as a wedding planner, there are so many things that you might need on site on the day of a wedding that you would never think of. So in my 11 plus years of experience, all of these items have come in handy at one point or another. So I'll definitely link in the description below everything that's in my emergency kit in case you want just a full-fledged list. But I'm just going to go through some of the items in here today and talk about some stories that are associated. All right, so, and this thing is just an old caboodle, you can kind of see. Nothing too fancy, just gets the job done. It has lots of compartments that are able to be organized. So the top opens up, and in the top section we have things like pins, straight pins. These come in handy when you're doing boutonnieres for men's suits. We have bobby pins. These always come in handy for ladies' hair. We have safety pins. I never leave a wedding without safety pins. We use those constantly, especially these big ones. If a bride's bustle breaks in her dress, we have used these to help save the day. Cotton balls, rubber bands, you name it, it's in that top section. So let's dive into the nitty-gritty. Okay, here's a fun one. This is something that we added recently. It's just a handheld fan. You know, Texas weddings, it gets very toasty. And even if you're not outside, a lot of times there's so much going on, so many emotions. So you're wearing such a heavy dress or a heavy suit that you just got hot and sweaty. So I have found this to be a lifesaver on wedding days because I can just go up to my sweet little bride or groom and just fan them off. So this comes in handy all the time. So there's all sorts of things in here. We have, Advil for headaches. We have Scotch tape in case something comes apart that we need to fasten back together. We have Chapstick or toupee tape. This is actually a little secret that I learned about back from my dance competition days. This is really strong double-sided tape. And let me tell you, this thing comes in handy from shellacking people's garments down to taping some piece of decor. This comes very much in handy, and the brand is called Chapstick. We have shout wipes. I can't tell you the number of times that, red wine has been spilled on a wedding dress or, a bridesmaid's dress gets spilled on, and we've used these shout wipes on many occasions. Scissors, of course. Dental floss just in case. We've got Sharpie pens in case you're having a guest book and, you forget pens. We've got lots of Sharpie pens. Batteries, Tide to Go pens. We've got all sorts of stuff in here. So then this section comes out and we have even more fun things. Bendy straws. I use these at almost every single wedding, and you would never think that. But a lot of times when ladies have their lipstick done, they don't want to drink out of a bottled water, so you can give them a bendy straw that they can use to, sip their water out of. This especially comes in handy. I always like to try to hand my brides a bottle of water with a bendy straw in it during post-ceremony pictures, because that's the time when all of your family is bum rushing you. You're just really overwhelmed. The photographer is, calling out pictures and there's a lot of commotion. So I really like to hand my clients a bottle of water in that moment so that they can just have a quick moment of refresh. So those straws come in handy. Altoids, I actually usually keep mints. In addition to this kit, I have a fanny pack belt bag that I wear too. And so I always keep mints there because I always try to get my bride and groom to pop a mint really quickly before they walk down the aisle. Let's see. We've got Q-tips, we've got hairspray, we've got lighters, we've got ribbon. This always comes in handy in case we need to do something with a floral boutonniere or a bouquet, if we need to rope off the ceremony aisle so that the guests don't go down the center of the aisle. That's what we use our ribbon for most of the time. And we try to pack a ribbon color that's going to go with the theme of the wedding. You don't want to have like a hot pink ribbon if the wedding is, all white and green or something like that. So we keep that in mind as we pack. Hand sanitizer. In today's times, this is gold. So we keep that on hand always. A garter. So this is probably the thing that gets used in our kit the most, other than maybe safety pins. But having a garter on hand has saved us on so many occasions, because when it's time to do the garter toss at the end of the night, half the time the garter's all the way up in the hotel room. I mean, even for my own wedding, when it was time to do the garter toss, I didn't have my garter on because my garter was all the way up in the hotel room and we're all the way downstairs in the ballroom. So, you know, we have one in our emergency kit so that we can quickly grab it, throw it on, and, you know, we don't need to keep this. It's something that whoever catches the garter can keep, and then we'll just replace it before the next wedding. What else do we have here? Let's see. Static guard, always important for garments. We have additional double-sided tape. You can never have too much of this. This is something that I get asked about all the time in the girls getting ready room, if I have any double-sided tape. Sewing kit. Every single wedding, we're either sewing a groom's button or just something on the tux. Always seems to pop off or need help, so we're constantly sewing. I will say my one semester of fashion design school has really come in handy in my wedding planning journey, because I have hemmed more dresses on site than you could ever believe. I even remember we had a bride who wanted her dress hemmed, and she stood on top of a cooler, and I cut the bottom of her dress off, and then I hemmed it with the sewing kit in about 20 minutes. So it was a little crazy, but we got it done. You know, of course, allergy relief. If somebody accidentally eats something that they're allergic to, or are having trouble with, you know, in the outdoor elements with Texas allergy season, this is a good way to go. I've created a mess here, but don't forget, I'll link everything down below so that you can see what everything we have is. Tampons, of course, we get asked for that at almost every wedding. We've got tissues. We always like to put tissues at the seats of the mother of bride and groom during the ceremony, because they tend to tear up. So it's nice to have a little tissue there for them in case of that. And let's see what else we have. Hairbrush and hairspray, lint rollers. We try to, you know, roll off the guys before they walk down the aisle if they've got anything going on. Clear nail polish. This helps if anybody has like pantyhose that have a run in them. We've used for multiple things. And then super glue, which also comes in very handy. So that's just some of the things. There's lots of other little things in here, but that's mostly the big bulk of things that we use during a wedding. And we bring at least 1 to 2 kits with us at every wedding. I also have a fanny pack belt bag that I wear in addition, just to have things easily on hand if the kit's in another room. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below if you're a wedding planner and you have something else in your kit that I should have. Comment down below and help a sister out. You can find us on Instagram at asyouwish_DFW and use our hashtag AYWLove for more wedding inspo. Okay, bye babes.